Nova, good morning. I don't know why, but my alerts are broken. I have a feeling it's because they updated something. It seems like there's some sort of new way to manage ads, which is interesting. But oh, interesting. Huh. Seven stream watch streak. What the huh? Thank you, Nova. I appreciate your you hanging out here. Very much. Let's see. Why the heck is where are ads under? Oh, it's just broken, huh? Why is everything broken? Oh, I really should check this out before going live, huh? They changed ads. Woo! We might have some weirdness going on here for a bit. Their Twitch is being weird. Bob is bobbing today. It's true. You know, we're just gonna do this. We're just gonna show my face while I try to figure some stuff out, because there's some stuff that is broken. Turn that off for now. Stream. Where's my ad settings? Hello? Gotta make food, so I'll be lurking for a bit. No worries. I gotta figure out some stuff that's broken here. Ads. Oh, the page just isn't loading. That's why. Weird. All right, well, we're just gonna run a... Actually, no, there's not even pre-rolls. They must be like mid-update right now, because it is... Kitten, stop. Kitten! Sorry. You gotta act like a podcast host for me now. Gotta explain everything that's happening on screen via words. Ah, okay. Well, right now, I'm looking at the ad thing, and it's being dumb. It's mostly because Twitch is like half broken right now. At least on my end. I don't know, that's weird. Ah, okay, wait, hold on. Okay, it did run an ad. Okay, it's certainly broken, though. Maybe it's unbroken? No. Okay, well, we're just gonna have some problems. We're not gonna be able to have any redeems that like show up and show me when they pop up, so feel free to remind me if I don't see anything, because there is some weirdness going on. You're early? I am not actually early. It's just daylight savings time. At least that's what I would assume is happening. I'm so sorry the notifications aren't working, but thank you for the 8-month subscribe. Can't, my alerts just aren't working. They're broken, but thank you. Gotta make the noise. Does that work? Is that good? Here, wait, I got you. Wait, hold on. Wait. Hold. It's fine, I didn't even pay yet this month. How does that work? Oh, I don't know. Yeah, how does that work? In theory, you have to pay ahead of time, but I'm assuming you paid before? Wait, where is it? Here we go. Here. Wait, why did my voice crack? Oh, I don't even have them here. Where did I even put them? No. Well, I don't know where I put them. Should be under here. Now I'm actually just confused. Well, here, this is the legendary one. You'll get the legendary one. Look at this. Is it not working? Why does nothing work? Nothing works. Everything's broken. Well, I tried. Everything is broken. It's a reoccurring suspicion, but it still wants me to confirm. Ah. Well, I think confirming just shares it, right? Am I wrong in thinking that? What did it save here? I don't know. Weird. I'm just kind of wondering where it is now. Now I'm just being stubborn. Oh, wait, there it is. Wait, no. Wait. No. Okay, you know what? Whatever. It doesn't matter. Anyway. It's just pushing me to send those. It really does. It really does want you to. Just wants you to show off. Okay, let's go to the art display and so there's gonna be some weirdness until this, God. Until Twitch decides to fix itself. We need to turn off this so it's just not on screen the whole time. And then, I don't know, let's pull up Dexterous. I honestly don't know what I'm doing yet. I know it's something Blight of Blackridge related, but I don't know what that entails. You know what I mean? Who knows what we're doing? Certainly not I. Which one would think I would, seeing as this is, you know, my stream. But you know, here we are. Okay, let's pull up the old list of to-dos. I mean, one of the biggest things is honestly just play testing, and maybe we could set up for that. But we also have some other little things that maybe we could do too. Oh, okay. Sorry, I'm looking through all my stuff here real quick. code. There's the rule book. Where the heck is that? All this stuff. Okay, we'll need this. Is the actually, you know what? These should be over here. I'm making a mess of all my tabs. Sorry, I guess I was not ready for today yet. Doesn't help that stuff is broken, but and nothing's working. Here's a fun idea. Count to 600. Totally nothing to do with my food preparing. I'm not counting to 600. That would be wild. Okay, so we got that open. There's just one more thing I need to open, and I don't know what it is. Update. There we go. This is it. Should we make this look fancy? Oh wait, how do I do this? Kitten, nah! Stop scratching my stuff. You little butt. Well, more like 480 now. You got this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 480. Let's just do let's just what the heck is it? Do this. That's not gonna work, is it, huh? There, just make it look slightly fancy. I can make it even a little bit, we're gonna be looking at this page a lot, and we may as well, God, I can't tell what this is doing. Whatever, it's fine. Can't, or imagine that's just what someone's streaming career was, acting as their personal timer. Actually, that's not a bad idea. I've been inspired. Okay, is that what you're gonna do? Is that your new stream, Tuna? You're just gonna count for people. I've seen at least a few paint drying streams. Right, we have two different potential options for, this is more like option than version. Option 1, option 2. We fixed Silk Flame Siren. We just made her a singular event and not a multi-event. What did we decide on? I want to change this. This is fight for her. I think like it's gonna be something like so yeah, each card has, you're right, I should explain things better, Tuna, so people can listen to it from an audio perspective. Most of them say like kill the creature when you're doing like an event, right? So it's like, okay, I'm gonna, you know, what's the thing you are doing? It especially makes sense for like the multi events where it's like kill the creature or trap the creature. But I think with the case of the Silk Flame Siren, you're not killing her, and the fight for her, fight against her doesn't really work anymore. I feel like it's like it should probably say something like succumb to her charms. or her song. Yeah, I think that works. All caps. Like a title. There we go. All right, what else we got? That's done. Let's do... Okay, she's completed. She's done. We don't need to do anything more. Hear me out. Because I feel like it could be fun with enough people participating, you put a timer on for people for the amount of time they request on screen, and your job is to tell those people when their timer is done. And once you tell them, they gotta confirm in chat that they heard you. If they don't, then they lose. But if you don't warn them, you get a punishment. That could be interesting. For big streamers, it'd be very hectic. Yeah, it would. DDP, yo, what up, dude? Do you have, wait, why do I feel like you have an extra F in your name, or am I losing my mind? Have you always had 2 Fs, and am I just losing my mind? Did I say your name wrong in my video? I've always had 2? I definitely said your name wrong in the video then, didn't I? Or is it different on Discord? Am I losing my mind? I think I'm losing my mind. You did say it wrong. I'm the worst. Whoops. Well, I'm sorry. I suck. Well, I apologize. I'm trying to tell you there's 2 Fs. Here we are. DDP, I'm sorry. FF, more like Foo Fighters. Is that what the FF stands for? Anyway, here we are. It's all good. You only say the last 3 anyway. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Only say the DDP. Is true. Font fixes. So we could do some font fixing. I kind of don't want to, but at the same time, I probably should. So let's talk about what there is to do, and then we'll go from there. So first thing is, we probably either need a better font or something that will work better for the what's it called? The flavor text. Though I think it will probably show up better on like a what's it called? Like if it was just professionally printed, it would show up, but on a on like on like a oh god, these are just so jammed in here because I have too many cards. On like an event, you're not going to be able to see this, but It's not going to focus. Yeah, you're not going to be able to see it. Anyway, on this card, it's very, very small. Although, honestly, looking at it, it's pretty damn small. It's not even like... It definitely needs to be bigger. I may have changed the font size since then, but we definitely need to play around with the font. I told you my wife is hotter than you. Sorry, the redeems aren't working. Like, they're working, but they're just not going to do a notification. But I do see it in chat, so we will do some push-ups, even though my whole body hurts. Is it fixed yet? No, still broken. Don't know why it's broken. I think because they're updating stuff, and so it just broke the whole thing. I also don't know. Oh wait, the ads are working again. Okay, so maybe we're close to, it's close to being fixed again. Who knows? Push-ups. I can't hear you, but I'm here. Hello all. Hello. That was rough. Oh, I didn't like that. I'm already so sore. I did so the job I normally work, the concrete one, they didn't have any work for me. So my boss, aka my friend, was just like here, just do yard work. I'm like, okay, cool. But I ended up like splitting logs, and that's a lot of work if you have never split logs before. Anyway, the font needs to be better. I think I'm perfectly happy with the titles. This font is pretty good. However, it is copywritten from what I understand. Let's look it up real quick, actually. Called Heavyweight. We really want to know what its license is. Okay. That doesn't tell us anything. Why is there one that's just called Luckiest Die? Oh, because it's a heavyweight font. I also feel a little weird because it is the inscription font. Hi, Dad. I go here. Can we figure out? Nope. I just don't know. Like, it's a free download, but it doesn't mean it's free of. Now, I shoot. I could hear. It's so exciting. You're looking at typefaces. It's not the first time. I think you were here last time when we were looking at them. I don't know. It's it's a cool font. Font licenses are the bane of my existence. Yeah. Google fonts are free. We're talking about licensing. Yeah. The problem is, I don't know. I haven't been able to find one that like looks like this. That. Yeah. I mean, let's just go to Google Fonts for a second. I mean, the problem is I haven't been able to find like a cool sort of rustic font like that is free, and I'm like a few steps away from just like making my own or a few I don't know. I'm almost at my my wit's end, as it were. But yeah, I know they have like, man, it's not really stencil I'm looking for. It's like, I don't hate a stencil font, but I don't know. I downloaded some font making software. It's still difficult though. I think Illustrator lets you do it relatively easily, maybe. I thought, I don't know. I'd have to look it up. Maybe it's something we can learn, but me to design actually. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure there's something that compiles fonts pretty easily. I know if you just do like a template, but I like fonts, can't really make them. So like the thing with this is it would be like it's a pretty rustic style, so I don't think it needs to look super perfect. Like it's almost supposed to be somewhere between like a, I don't know, like this is the one I've been using. Again, it's the font from Inscription, which A feels a little like weird because I'm using it in a card game as well, and B, I don't know, like probably the more important one is I don't know the licensing, right? This, like, it's licensed to something, but it's not like, it's not like this is free for personal use, but it doesn't say, you know, it's not like it says it's you know, usable by anyone. So, but yeah, I don't know, maybe I try making one. I don't know, because I want something sort of rustic but pretty readable. The problem is like finding a balance between that, because there's a lot of them that are like a little too what's the word? Too flashy or too beat up. You could do heavyweight, but put a grunge texture on top. So I would, but I'm not sure how to do that with my workflow. So the problem is that the program I use builds everything from a spreadsheet, so it's not like I'm editing these cards individually. Open up a free use font library. You mean like making my own? Babas, Bibas, Noonie. Yeah, you know what? We'll go with that. And then grunge texture. Yeah. Thank you. I do need it. I don't know what's been up with me lately, but constantly have to clear my throat. No, library of unlicensed font. I mean, there's all Google fonts are free to use. I also have, oops, wrong button. I also have me find this before let's not dox all my personal information. This one. I also have all of these fonts I can use that I bought for like, I don't know, it was something cheap. It was like, I don't know, it was like $30 or something for like this many fonts, and it's ridiculous. But I don't think they have anything that I wanted. I did look through it. I think maybe I ended up using the like, I think this font may be from them. I'm not 100% certain, but so, I mean, like there's a rustic font, but it's not really in like the sort of style we want, right? I mean, I could in theory take an existing font, edit it, and then make it as if it's a new font. And it's just a rustic version of an existing font. Like that could technically. Nerdy norms. I read Worms. It's like a nicer let's say Comic Sans, but it's kind of not really. I don't know. See, like, some of them are probably too, like, some are too grungy and some are just, you know, too clean. I don't know, I just kind of want, like, a medium-ish rustic font that's still easy to read, but has the right sort of flavor to it. You know what I mean? Dubstep Dungeons. That's interesting. Digital Dreamers. I like the background of this. Oh yeah, I never even. I was talking about doing that sort of color palette challenge thing, and then I never did anything with that. We should probably do that. I just completely forgot about that, and then I remembered. I had too much going on. Slash have just been exhausted, if I'm being honest. Yeah, do it. Don't overthink it. Yeah. Oh no, for sure. I just want to just gotta find a color palette. Like what I do. Yeah. No, yeah, I'll just have to announce it. I wasn't sure if I should like preemptively announce it or if I should just be like, yo, we're doing it. I guess this is my preemptive announcement now. I'm doing a color palette challenge. And it will last a week, and it will be a color palette of my choosing. And then we will have a week to do it. And you can do art. Just try and see what happens. Yeah. No, I'm just, yeah. I think I kind of have an idea of what the color palette would be. I know I could just pick a random one, but I think I want to do something kind of like crazy. I had an idea. I saw like something and I was like, that'd be cool to do a color palette on that. Yeah, I don't think any of these work. Most of them honestly are too like, too sci-fi. Which would be great if we were working on Soul, but we're not. And like the grungy ones are too like fun and playful, you know? Unleash the Bald. There you go, Toot. It's not as shiny as it was the other day. This is a wild font. Cookies. Yeah. It might honestly come to me just making my own font. Let's see if like Reddit has anything to say. Font like inscriptions heavyweight. I'm assuming someone on Reddit will have said something. Oh, maybe not. Anyway, descriptions by Nerfic Laboratories, Blocky. Hey, look. Let's see. Let's just do this. You can't see that. I don't want a sci-fi variant, but this is a Adobe font, which is probably going to be. It's not even. Get out of here, Adobe. We don't want you here. That is not okay. These are just alternate. This is not even. This is not. This is nothing. This is nothing. Oh, these are the fonts that they use. Okay, I understand now. Yeah, the problem is, like, I can't find where the heavyweight font is even, like, it's free for personal use, but I haven't seen anywhere where you can even, like, I don't know, contact the person. Oh, interesting. It's got like boxer thing. So I guess it was a it's called heavyweight because it's a like to look like, oh wait, Han. Oh wait, we are on that right now. I don't know, man. I mean, clearly Inscription used it, but I like the idea of using just shades of one color for a color palette challenge. Yeah, monochromatic one. That could be cool too. I have a slightly different idea, but we'll see. I mean, we could do more than one of these. I think I'm just gonna pick a palette and we'll do one and then we'll see how it goes. So yeah, long story short, I don't know what to do with this font. I could leave it, but I also feel like it makes sense to, because like ideally it'd be cool to sell this game, right? And it's a good game. So getting the font, a good font would be good. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. The other thing is this font down here. I do like the sort of like writing-ish font, but I also think it could be maybe more readable. And I don't know exactly what I would look for there, but we'll see. What else we have? Yeah, flavor text more readable, something that isn't heavyweight. there is a possibility of like making the art more visible on some of these cards, but I almost think it's a fool's errand. Like maybe we could do it on like this one where it's like it's completely obscured by the text. Like we could move them here, right? Instead, I think that would probably be a smart move. But like for most of these, like maybe we can move him over so you can see his face, quote unquote, you know? Like if, like maybe try to make the face of the creatures always visible. But like in some ways it's just not, it's not gonna happen. Especially if we end up changing text on cards, it's just not gonna be fully possible, but I don't know what y'all think. It's tough because it's so thin. It might need a dark background. And then white text. I don't know if the glow is enough. Yeah. I mean, I could just like we could try like a, oh, it's incapable of bold. Well, we could just find a thicker text. Yeah, I think it's because it's so thin, right? We also could do, they've changed some stuff with, you know what I should do? I should just duplicate this project real quick, Han. Duplicate. .1. And then let's just do this right away. Please hold while I do, you know, I'm going to show you my face for a second because I've got to do something that I have to, I don't want to leak information, is all I'm trying to say. What the heck? What in the hell? Okay. I don't want to accidentally give y'all my entire spreadsheet, which will let you just copy my game one for one. So that's something I'm trying not to do. Okay, so in theory, this should have fixed the Silk Flame Siren card. Yeah, there we go. Cool. And you can see her better now, which is kind of fun. Anyway, we could do something like we can't do bold, but we could do I thought they had like a, I mean, you could just make it bigger and then do like shrink text to fit the box. We could make it a little bit. What if we do this? Let's just go to the, this actually might not be the best idea, but we'll see. If we go to the flavor text, we could make the box slightly bigger. Probably don't want to go much lower than that. There's also like maybe a world where we like move everything up a smidge and the flavor text just has a little more room, but oh, it can be bold. Why can I not be bold? Weird. Is it? I don't know. Okay, Han. Like we could make it in theory huge and then just have shrink text so it's squash text. Oh, not definitely not that. And then that way it will automatically kind of fit and it'll be at least a little more legible, but I'm not entirely certain how that will work. Why does it look... I think it's just because it's bigger font. I mean, that's definitely more readable. You know what I mean? I mean, some of these aren't, but... Did it actually bold? I think it did bold. I don't know why it said it can. This is my favorite card. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, that definitely bolded it, right? Am I crazy? I guess some of these are bigger than others too, though. I guess this one's smaller. I think the font being bigger, though, than the, like, its max size probably shouldn't be larger than the... than the event text, which is 12. So it should probably be 12, like that. Tease Dad, how can you do that? Playful teasing, indeed. You ain't wrong. I don't know. It's kind of hard to say. Like, maybe there's a world where I just have to make some of these things shorter, like by a word or two or something. I don't know. Or maybe give it a little more room. I think the text boxes could be a little bigger. There'll be a lot of playing around. I like the art in these backgrounds a lot. Thank you. Yeah, it was definitely a different style for me. We would do that. I should open both these at the same time so I can just go back and forth. Control S. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about the like giant text with the smaller ones though. You know what I mean? Like that's fine, but like this seems a little big. So maybe we just drop it down. Well, I don't know. Like the card's gonna be like, you know, yay big in real life. I almost wonder if I make the font bigger for the events themselves. Yo, Grot Beats, what are you doing streaming at this hour? Weren't you supposed to be start Now daylight savings time, my friend. I think we start like a week before y'all, right? Or like 2 weeks or something. Because you guys have it too, right? I can't remember. Clock moved. Yes. I took the clock and I moved it at least 3 feet. We have it. It's weird and unnecessary. Yeah, I'm not really a huge fan of it. Mostly because it just messes with your sleep schedule, but daylight saving sucks. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan. I do, like, it is nice having more daylight, I guess, but whatever. We call it winter, summertime here. Yeah, I knew you call it something different, but, you know, same, but different, you know? Anyway, we're kind of just going to be playing around today. I don't know what the, oops. I don't know exactly what the whole agenda is, really, if I'm being honest with you. We're just going to be kind of working on this the best we can. Yeah, so I think we could maybe make the font bigger. I don't know. Because like when you look at, maybe we can do it this way. Hold on. Let's pull out these cards. So at the market till now, had to do grocery stuff. Nice. Half of the time we get an extra hour of sleep, and the other half you lose an hour. It's true. All right, let's look at some of these cards here real quick. Hopefully this works. We'll see. If this doesn't work, I guess I can. There's 2 shots that we can do this. Let's see if the Luna cam works. Yeah, it's not bad. Now we can turn off the follower thing because it's not working. Is sideways anything? No. Okay, so actually, hold on. Let me take these out of their sleeves. Sorry. Great image quality, I know. The sleeves just make them too glossy. Okay. You know, maybe we can do the phone camera instead, Han. I'm not sure if this is gonna work, so give me a second. Phone cam. It's locked. I know. Tap to start. No. No, kitten. Please stop. Please stop. Please stop. Please stop. Please stop, kitten. You stay there. Come on, flip. Much better. Okay. You can see that the font on these looks pretty damn small on the kitten. What are you doing? Hey, those are my cards. Don't even think about it. Don't even think about it. I don't want you to even consider it. Cool table, actually. Yeah. Thanks. I made it. But the problem is the Luna, you not. I love you. I love you very much, but you're being a butt. Get out of here. Go on, get. Okay. The flavor text I feel like feels a bit small. I think the normal font is probably fine. Right? But and these, I think it's even better because the background's lighter, but I do think that the flavor text, yeah, I guess the normal text is fine, but the flavor text is, I mean, I could technically see some of the text being bigger, but let me grab out, I can't really hold on, sorry, darkness. But like something like one of the incidents. Of course, I can't find one now. Where are they? Here. Like you get something like the duel, which, you know, has a lot of text. So I don't know if you really could make it bigger. I mean, you could, right? Like it could, but it can be read pretty easily. Let's go to, I don't know, if you look at something like this, I don't know, it's okay. And you can definitely read it, and I think on better printing, it would be a lot more better. I don't know. And it's also like a side note, right? So maybe it is fine. I don't know. I've had complaints about it. Maybe Nova's right about the glow there, about it just being harder to read with the, like that one's harder to read because it's darker, right? Maybe we need to do something a little bit different on that. I don't know. Maybe that area needs like a little bit of lightness. I mean, it is readable. Granted, I don't know. So yeah, here we are. Kitten, you can't play with my stuff. That's my stuff. Yeah, it's my stuff. You're very cute, but it's my stuff. Yeah, now you're getting cat hair all over my cards. No, that's mine. No. Mm-mm. Mm-mm, girl. Only thing I could say about it, you could make it a more basic font. Cursiveness, I guess. Because the cursiveness, I guess, is kind of tough. Yeah, it's not even really cursive. It's just handwritten. I do like it looking handwritten because it feels like, you know, this makes sense that it's lore, but, and like it makes it less obvious that it's important, but what's cursive? Nothing's cursive. It's more handwritten, not, sorry, I can't hear. I'm in a car with my coworkers. More contrasting background, the glow is good because, well, the glow is good, but I just don't know if it's enough for like the darker ones. But I don't know. Okay, then what are you doing? What are you doing to me? Why is everything so interesting to you, huh? Tell him I said I. Shoot's like, what's going on? Maybe I need to have a thing like Nova has where it's like shows text on screen for what I'm saying. Would be kind of nice. Anyway, so maybe finding a slightly better font for this, I could see. For that. Built-in captions. I do love me some captions. How does that even work? Is it a plugin? Built-on captions? Is that what it's called? It's a simple add-on for OBS you can use. Nice, okay. Dang, of all the streams I can't hear, this one's about design, I think. Yeah, please, that'd be cool. Thank you. Oh, I meant to, hold on. I need a message in our group, speaking of. I want to confirm something so I can tell y'all. I was trying to get a play test of AE started, and me and Hell were talking about doing one. It might be late tomorrow, but if it works out, so an extra bonus stream, but it might be when you're all sleeping. So at least y'all Europeans or wherever you may be, y'all on the other side of the world, people. Yeah, when it's 2 lines, it gets kind of... These are probably better. It's probably nice to have it slightly larger, but yeah, when it's like this, it's pretty small. Dun dun dun, the Europeans. Dun dun dun. I mean, we could rework the whole box thing here, but because there is a lot of space we're not utilizing up higher when there's like this, right? But it's kind of weird because the art is part of the card. It's not like, there's not like an art box. It's like the art is the background. So like we have to consider that a little bit. In the sort of, along with everything, you know what I mean? We're talking about if the grass is gold wire. Classic. All right, you'll understand when you're older. I have a feeling there's a space in here that shouldn't be. Maybe not. Huh. Okay. Yeah, I'm kind of stuck. And then I'm just trying to figure out what I want to do. We could do a play mat. That would be easy. Ish. And maybe, very maybe we could do rations. I guess the other thing we need to do is like... things we need to do. Almost. Whatever. So if we want to test either of these, we do need to, for option 1... convert normal items into corruption. So we could do this, which literally probably will just be me going like into here and then going into here and then just like color shifting it to red. Just doing this and be like, all right, these are the corruption cards now. Or if we can get like a more red. Probably not. It doesn't really matter. They could be any color, but might even just make them green just so that they're whatever. But sepia. I mean, they're already pretty sepia. It's kind of cool. We could do something like that though. And that would be as easy as that will be. Oh, Are we at ad time? It's kind of broken right now. Oh, okay. Well, we'll take a break. We'll take a bit of a break. I'll be back in a few minutes.
I've been making a cooperative trading card game, and this card right here almost ruined everything. The bridge card was so fundamentally broken across so many versions of the game that I had to refactor my entire game just to make it work at all. But before we get into that, let's explain how the game works, because if you don't know how the game works, you know? Well, it's how it is. In Armies Against Entropy, players work together, placing cards to gain synergies, allocating units to distribute power where needed, granting each card more health and damage, and battling the Old God, a deck of cards designed to provide challenges to the players and serve as the main antagonist of the game. The most important thing you need to know is that each card had up to 2 different types of effects. There are base effects, which are in the main body of the card, similar to any other trading card game you've seen. Then there were activated effects, indicated by this blue gem box beneath the base effect. These activated effects required certain conditions to be met before they could be triggered. With all that in mind, let's dive into the bridge card itself and its copious problems it had in each version. We'll explore how it evolved and ultimately shape the game into what it is today.
What you doing, little buddy?
Well, the bridge card was so bad, I just figured I'd build a new one.
Well, we fixed it in the end, so you just have to, like, listen to the story.
Yeah, but I think we could still use a new one.
All right, buddy. Just keep doing your thing.
The bridge card was designed as a support card, helping to provide effects from your cards to your ally side of the board. This card was added about midway through the original development cycle, so there were a lot of things changing and happening around it. The intention was to increase interactions between allies, as collaboration is a core aspect of what makes Armies Against Entropy unique. More specifically, it was meant to take activated effects from cards like Farm, where if you had 5 or more units on the farm, you could play an additional card per turn. The bridge would apply that effect to your allies, allowing them to play an additional card as well. While this made it an extremely powerful card, it was integral to the spirit of the game, so we were okay with that. Now, going into it, we understood there could be some problems with this mechanic, as some activated effects behave differently than others. Take the Butcher, for example, which gained units upon the death of a monster. This became an issue because the units created by the Butcher were placed onto itself. As other effects applied to the entire game state, such as card draw or rule changes, the Butcher dealt with the individual card itself, which the other players may or may not have a copy of. To address this, we added a small note stating that these effects didn't apply to unit gain as sort of a band-aid fix, and we called it a day. However, I wasn't completely satisfied with this approach. As part of the next patch of the game, I aimed to add more functionality to structures, since they required more effort to place, trying to allow structures to provide more powerful effects in return for their cost. My goal was to give every structure both a base effect and an activated effect, enhancing their overall impact on the game. The way I decided to implement this was allowing Bridge to synergize with an ally if they have the Trading Post card on their side of the board. So this new effect stated, if the card named Trading Post is in play, this card's effect now also applies to gaining units. Units gained by this are immediately placed onto the Trading Post. Essentially, say a player had a swamp that gains a unit upon a monster's death. The Trading Post on your ally side of the board would also gain a unit. Of course, while this was kind of a fix for the previous version of the card, it ended up being more of a complication. Instead of solving any problems, actually led to more issues. A lot of these stemmed from poor wording on the card, which left certain interactions open to interpretation and causing different edge cases to pop up. For instance, what if the player with the bridge had a trading post on their side of the board rather than their ally? There was nothing stating that the bridge had to be on the ally side of the board, so if you had one, would you end up gaining double units? Or take the Fortress card. If the card had the right number of units on it, it allowed your heroes to gain units when they attacked. Which begs the question, would the trading post also gain those units, even though this card was meant for only heroes to gain them? And probably a more game-breaking example, the Elvish Archer. With a proper number of units, it could attack 2 monsters for the cost of 1. This effect was meant strictly for the Archer. So did a bridge do nothing? Or worse, did it break the game and allow all heroes to attack 2 monsters as well? Now you might be thinking, why not just reword bridge and fix the problems? Well, by this point, we were running out of room on the cards and didn't really want to keep just adding exceptions to make it function properly. So instead, we decided to change the game entirely, which sounds drastic for just 1 card out of 40. However, the real reason for this was that it highlighted a greater issue with the game as a whole. The problem was that activated effects needed to be categorized more clearly. At the time, there were 2 main types of activated effects. One type required a certain number of units on the card to trigger an effect, while the other type was triggered by a specific event happening in the game. So the solution was to split these effects into two different types, unit effects and triggered effects. From there, we meticulously went through every single card and reworked them to fit these new effects. While this change was a good idea, it actually didn't fix any of our problems and ended up...
Get away from my crackers. These are mine. These are mine. These are mine. These are my crackers. Kitten, you're driving me crazy. I love you. Mwah. Here, you want a piece of a cracker? Here. There you go. That one's yours. You can have that one. The rest are mine. Okay, y'all. I feel like we've been kind of floundering around enough. So I think I'm gonna decide to just do something, and we're gonna pick make a play mat. So basically what we're gonna do is we're gonna do like let's start by just opening the current like table. It basically will be like a tabletop for Tabletop Simulator, and just like more of a play mat for real life, if we ever get around to that. Let's see. Let's start by doing Blight of Blackridge things. Is that yummy, kitten? Do you like that cracker? Ooh, playmat, yeah. Well, the biggest thing is like, I don't think it's going to be like the most fanciest looking thing, but it's mostly for helping the gameplay work, because where's the table? Like right now, so it'll be two different things. We're going to be making like the board for Tabletop Simulator, and then we'll probably make something similar for like reality, if we actually end up making one, which I would like to. It'd be cool. This is what I currently have for the board. The problem is that we don't really have any sort of dedicated zones for things. And I think that would be nice. Like ideally we get zones for each card. So like let me open Tabletop Simulator. Actually, that's just gonna take way too much extra time. We don't need to do that. Let me rearrange here. My brain's only half working right now. I apologize, y'all. Look at my art pad. So yeah, we'll start with the board, and then we'll basically kind of replicate it in maybe a playmat sort of format. We'll see. So basically, like right now, we would have each card type. So like you've got, you know, your guns, your tools, your rations, your corruption, and your damage. And then we'll have event cards. I need to figure out a good way to like A, present this, and B, figure out like God, my brain's moving real slow. I'm so sorry. How to present this and then like add any additional details. So like these probably should say what they are, right? Actually, ration's probably here. Sorry, my handwriting's terrible. Tools, weapons, corruption, and damage. Oh god, I rotated my... Where did I even do that? And then these are the events. And then like obviously we'll have like a, you know, play area in the center. Like, these are where cards should be played. In the tabletop version, these are the player's hands because you have a set number of cards. Technically, we could leave these for a playmat. But it feels like it might be a bit big, and you can't really lay down your cards in a real format is part of the problem. Because you need to still be able to look at them. So it's a little bit different. So in theory, we should have something like this. Maybe what would make sense to kind of be fair for like player space is maybe moving corruption and damage like here potentially. And one of the biggest things I would like for tools, weapons, and rations is also to have so basically whenever you get a random item, you have to do a roll, right? So you have to roll dice. And if it's a 1 or a 2, you get a ration. If it's a 3 or a 4, you get a tool, or if it's a 5 or a 6, you get a weapon. So I'd like to actually include that on the playmat itself, or whatever. I mean, this isn't really like a fancy playmat though, right? It's just kind of like, this is a game board, really, honestly, is what it is. I guess is maybe the right term to use, not playmat, but so maybe something like this is, I don't know if this is like nicer looking. Normally, you know, frig it. Let's open Tabletop Simulator. All right, well, this loads. Yeah. How are y'all doing today? What's up with you guys? Tell me what's new with you. I would love to know. Just trying to dox Grot up there for playing Tabletop Simulator. Please open the actual mod. There we go. Currently, I have it set up like this, and I don't love that necessarily. I think it's like pretty... And basically, I'm suggesting moving it around to like... this. I'm trying to decide if I like this. I've been drawing random outfits that I want to wear, but probably won't. It's fair. I liked your art. That was really cool. The one that you had in the Discord. That was cool. Yeah, I mean, I think that's maybe nicer looking. Obviously, we'd want to move these. Move. It's so annoying how you have to move text in this program. And these would probably be the other way around, but I think this will just all be built into the table, like all the text and stuff, but I'm just trying to get an idea for it, like a feel for it. Thoughts? Is that better? Or am I making everything worse? Yeah, maybe it would be like there. That makes sense. Wait, do we actually have a hand zone? Oh no, okay. And then maybe, I guess we could have like something that indicates more that this is the play area. I think that works. Firstly, because I don't have anything I need for the outfit, but second, because I probably get some weird looks. Dude, that's the worst part about men's fashion is that we don't have anything cool. Girls get all the cool stuff. I swear. I swear they do. More mass clothing. Mm-hmm. I feel like guys we get the hoodie, we get the t-shirt, we get the polo, and we get the dress shirt. That's like the extent of male fashion. On the flip side, girls' clothing is poorly made. Yes, no pockets, no functionality. Cheaper materials, thinner, colder. Yeah, true. Much less functionality. Exactly. I want to wear fishnets because they look very cool, but society says, nah, that's a girl thing. Yeah, it's silly. Testification. Indeed. Hello, Dingus. How are you today? We're Blackridging slightly. They could if society wasn't a coward. Get him. Girls can wear guy clothing, but guys can't wear girl clothing. True. Very, very true. You can wear skirts all you want. True. Or a kilt. Just be Irish. Just move to Ireland and you'll be fine. Only thing we have is big pockets. True. Yeah, I guess like men's clothing is definitely more functional, right? We're function over fashion and girls get the fashion part. Why does this look like a different scale than this is? I guess it's not. I guess this works. There's not really enough play area. Like if I have cards here, everyone's got their cards played. The event's in the center. Like eventually it gets kind of, oops. It's a little weird. It's probably fine. Maybe we can move everything closer to the edges, but I get what you mean, but unless you live in a slightly problematic country. There isn't anything actually stopping you outside of what people think of you. Yeah, I think that's the problem, is what people think of you. Anyway, came here to just say hi, so hi, and then bye. Bye, Dingus Mortimus. You're mortimously missed, you know what I mean? I'm more to miss you. I'm more to miss you. Sorry. I need that on like a Valentine's Day like card, you know what I mean? I mean, there's nothing that can actually happen to me. It's not like it's illegal, but I don't want people thinking I'm weird. Yeah. There you have it. I think like it's interesting because like I feel like men's fashion can be cooler. Like there's like a lot of the what's it called? Like if you see like actual like models and stuff, or like K-pop or like whatever, that kind of stuff, like there is a lot more interesting stuff happening there. But I think wearing it every day, you'd still be, yeah, maybe people will think you're a little weird still, which is sad, but still very pissed off about the fishnets thing though. Like for example, the outfit I drew, it has fishnets, but still guy looking clothing. I mean, I think that's cool. I mean, it's not like it literally could just be like a patch on the clothing. Let's talk about Grot's art for half a second. Well, I guess the neck part, right? First of all, cool art, love it, but like this part, I guess, is just like could be a patch on a jean, right? Yeah, the neck part, yeah, I don't know how, like, I don't know if, yeah, you would get away with that being normal, right? Quote unquote. I don't know, man. I would wear this jacket for sure. I love the gold and whatever. It's cool combo there. I feel you though, dude. I mean, I feel like you can wear that kind of stuff even as a guy, but you have to, you're looking at like more you know, like goth sort of fashion. It's less like thinking you're wearing feminine fashion, and more like a goth sort of thing, I think, in that case. Which, I mean, people will still maybe think you're weird, but but at a certain point it's on them and not you, you know? Or maybe at all points, who knows? I like the shirt design. I never know what they call it in English. Blouse, but like shirt, but like one with buttons. Dress shirt. I wear that IRL over shirts. I like them. You're talking about like a dress shirt, or are you talking about or probably not a polo? No, not a dress shirt. Hold on. Okay. Oh, IRL over t-shirts. Oh, like I think I know exactly what you're talking about. I actually don't know what they're called either. I don't know, it's probably just like an overshirt. Yeah, like an overshirt, I guess is the name. I don't know if that's actually what it's called. I mean, it's kind of like a Kind of like those, yeah, but lighter fabrics, not always pockets. Yeah, yeah. Different pattern stuff. Patterns. There's like the plaid shirts too. I don't know if that's what you mean, but yeah, no, for sure. Okay. Are my redeems working yet? Is this still messed up? Oh, it might be working now. Hold on. Okay, it should be working now. Let me turn all these back on. Sorry, hold on. Wait, is it not working? No. Is there a way to refresh? Yeah, it's just not gonna work this stream, I think. Sad. Okay, well, whatever. Setup time. Well, there are like outfits with fishnets on the neck, and that's just okay if girls wear, but not guys. Check them out. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's true. Society, man. It's how it be. How it do be like. Society do be like that. Oh, hi. I'm doing my sit-ups. Ha. Ah, good God. Good God, kitten. Well, I have a kitten on me now. Okay. We did it. Hey, then I need you to get off my stuff. Oh, you're trying to eat my crackers. Get out of here. These are mine. Get out. Look at this little butt. Trying to eat my crackers. Okay. All right, what do y'all think of this layout? Does this look good? Oh, interesting. That's how I ended up doing it. I end up doing it like copy layer style, then paste layer style. Okay. This is basically what I need. I'm gonna do one of those art reviews. Okay, let's see it. It's your little acorn guy I was seeing. He's very cute. Is that what I'm doing? Or is there something else you want me to look at? Yee, lol. Okay, let's do it. Oh. Copy. New. The board. Paste. Look at him. Look at this little guy. He's very cute. No idea what I want to know. Maybe like cape. Trying to think if I have any critiques off the bat. Well, first of all, yes, very cute. I love it. You have a little bit of inconsistency. Well, I don't know. Are these supposed to be two separate materials here, like this and this? I guess so, right? Like the reason they're different colors is because they're two separate materials. Yeah, I don't like thickness because I have a certain. It has a certain charm. No, I don't think I would worry about the thickness of the outline per se. I think that's fine. I mean, you could have variation, you know, like try to vary it maybe a little bit, but I definitely could see that. The cape, it's kind of hard to like I wouldn't really do anything too crazy because like, I mean, yeah, you can make it look more like cloth or whatever, but it's kind of hard to it's kind of hard to say like you can't really like the style kind of is a very simplistic one. So doing something more like, you know, natural and flowy, I feel like is, you know, maybe not necessary. My biggest thing with making stuff like a cape or whatever is just doing an S curve, you know. Right. Honestly, capes are kind of hard to draw, but you know, you could give it more flowiness to it, right? More like a coat, like a trench coat, a cloak. Yeah. Yeah, so I don't necessarily. His posture maybe is like a little interesting, right? Because like he's kind of leaning forward this way, but then looking this way, and like walking this way. He kind of looks like he's walking by, going hello, you know. I'm not sure what exactly you're going for as far as that goes. But yeah, also like this being a darker color throws me off a little bit. Like I think like your lighting is coming from here, right? Like this part's the bright area, this part's the dark area, so that's where that's coming from. Hi, kitten. Hi, I love you. Why are you meowing at me? So like I could see more consistency with that, like, you know, his oh god. His head is here, right? Like his head would be blocking the light a little bit, and then maybe have like more here ish, and then this would be like the lighter color, maybe like here. I could see that as far as lighting goes, potentially. And then there's also like the kind of like it would actually technically be slightly brighter by the edge here because there's bounce light, so you might want to feather that out. But it's kind of more of a, you have a little bit of feathering, but you know. This would be the inside of the cloak. Maybe it's too far out. Let me see if I can understand that. I think the reason it doesn't read that way, it kind of looks like it's closed because there's no real body inside of the cloak. Like you don't have like the rest of him. It's just kind of like an empty open cloak, which I think it works. If you know that's kind of what you're going for, but you don't have like, you know, anything here, right? So it's kind of like, it's kind of just a floating cloak that's open. You maybe could sell it by putting like buttons or something, you know? That might help read a little bit. Silk Song vibe, yeah. So you can maybe do that. Maybe that adds a little bit to it. Make you kind of understand what we're looking at. I could do it more like Silk Song, closed cloak, and just a cape with stick legs. Yeah, you could do that too. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think that, yeah, the open cloak is just, I mean, it's fine, right? Like, I don't think that's an issue. It just does look like it's a disembodied cloak with an acorn head, which is fine if that's what you're going for. But I would say if you want it to look more like it, because like right now to me it's just reading like this is just like maybe a buttoned up cloak, right? And this is just the other side of it. But I guess it makes sense why the shadow is here. But I don't, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, overall, I think it's good. I think, yeah, it's just maybe a little readability more on this area. I don't know exactly how you would accomplish that. Like I said, like buttons or something, or potentially just making this more like rounded like this, right? Like it would go behind him, right? Like that. That actually makes it more readable. Like that, so the collar actually comes all the way around. Maybe that's how you do it. That looks kind of more open. I mean, obviously you can stylize it a little bit better, but I don't know. I think it's fine as is if you leave it, you know. Like you can add back in your little, you know, your little notch thing you have or whatever. But maybe something like that. Maybe add buttons. Maybe slightly more shading. Those are my thoughts. Hopefully that's helpful. You can maybe even do like a little bit of a specular on the top for fun. I don't know how shiny you want it to look though. Maybe more like a paler. I don't know. I think it's good. But yeah, those are my thoughts. Hopefully that's helpful. Moving on. Hopefully that gave you something for something. Hopefully that was something, you know? I kind of don't want, I'm trying to figure out how I even did this. Stroke, color overlay. Is there a way to just remove? I do color overlay? No. I just want the outline on its own. You know, I'll probably do. I'll probably just rasterize this. And then go like that. Nope, go like this. How is that even doing that? Tolerance. I guess it still sees the card ever so slightly. Did it? Never know if tolerance up or down is what I want. I think it's down. Oh wait, no, I didn't even rasterize it, that's why. There we go. It all makes sense now. Okay, now we have this. Rename. Okay, we'll have 3 here. Maybe we should make this just like a... It doesn't really matter as long as they're the same, I guess. I guess I can give a little more room, and then we'll just do the... What font do I use? What's the font that I use in here? The card name font. Vanilla Whale. That's a wild name for a font. That doesn't really make any sense to me. I don't have it installed. Is this one of those fonts that I had pulled up earlier? Or is this something completely different? Just vanilla wave. Is this one of my fonts or is it a def? It is, okay. Oh, it's a default font. It's funny because it's like with this font, please do not ask for permission for these fonts. Like, don't freaking bother me. Here's a font. I don't have to reinstall it, but What color should I make these? Like white? Probably. You know what? Call me crazy. Oh, it doesn't have an M dash, huh? Wait, no, that's not there. Wait, where's M dash? Is M dash even on the keyboard? Back after short breaks. Look, song mentioned. Indeed 'twas. M dash, yeah. Thank you. I'm just gonna copy that. Nah, it's too long. Also broke Photoshop. Oh God, what's happening? Help! Help! I need an adult. What is happening? Oh, I know exactly what's happening. Okay, first of all, help! Get me to my desktop. Why is that button not working? It's like my alt key stuck down. Okay. Hold on. Stupid frickin' Photoshop, dumb. Whatever. Okay. Windows Shift minus. Interesting. Now you're gonna get accused of using AI. It didn't look good anyway, unfortunately, so. And I do use AI, so it's like whatever. For a lot of my process now. I think it's gonna be unavoidable. Soon. Do we think we should make all of it white? Like, should I make the card slots white too? Okay, we can do a color overlay. Make these white. I don't know. What the heck? What in the hell? Windows plus period brings up everything, including emojis. I can't wait till this crashes my computer. Wow, look at that. That's insane. Who would even have thought? That's wild that it has all these emojis too. Huh, crazy. Thank you. I never would have known that. That's incredibly useful. There we go. I think we could probably, so instead of actually putting what the thing is, we just put a symbol in there. Thoughts? I think it makes sense. If I do say so myself, which I do. We don't need half these open anymore. Like, we could just grab the slop icon. Wait, where are the... These are all the PNGs. How did I do this? This is a problem when your thing has the organization of... Oh, you know what? It's in a single PSD, isn't it? Why can't I find it? This one. Yeah, this is what happens when you're trying to make something in a very quick period of time and it's just unorganized. You want slop. You want to copy the slop symbol. We want to... Oh god, we don't need that open. No. We want to paste the slop symbol. We want to make it smaller. And we will make it probably untransparent, and then we'll just throw it in... Oh god. And we'll throw it in here. There we go. Wow. That's probably the way to do it, right? It looks a little weird with the... like, stylistically, but... We might make all these, like, slightly more transparent at the end. So it's not so blinding, but... Like, maybe we just do something like this at the end, you know? We'll probably do that, but... Any hoodles. Let's keep moving on. We need one for a tool. What's our most iconic Blight of Blackridge tool? I like the lamp. Feels the most tool-like out of them. Or the bedroll. Probably the lamp. I like the lamp. Lantern. My cat's just sleeping in a box, and just there's paper in it, and it's just crinkling. It's cute. Why does that almost look gray? Whatever. I think that's probably better than just having, like, it say event or tool or whatever, right? Just having a symbol for it. Thoughts? Or should I do both? Should I do that and then, like... And then just do, like... How do you spell ration? Ration. Yeah. Yeah, maybe both is good. Both is good. just make it a little more central like that. Means we'll have to make the lantern smaller. Yeah, it's probably should be plural. Like rations and tools, whatever. Okay. All right, we're coming up on an ad. Oh, that's why that's not working. Streamer bot. I was like, why is it not announcing that my ads are coming up? But it's because streamer bot is asleep. I did not boot him up. Remember that time I drew all this wood grain? Streamer bot covers it all up. The guy who made it, his name is also Nate. Look at that. Weapons. I have a feeling weapons isn't gonna fit. The same font. Size thing. Oh, look at that. Just barely. Yeah, hopefully this stream has been at least interesting somewhat so far. I know it's not or not interesting, but at least you know, chill, right? I feel like it hasn't been the most craziest of streams, but we're hanging out, right? 6-shooter. All right, ads are starting. I'm just gonna throw this in where it belongs, and then yeah, I think that looks good, right? I think that's coming along. That lantern centered. All right, ad time. All right, be right back.
I've been making a cooperative trading card.
We were 3 minutes in this one.
This card right here almost ruined how also applies to gaining units. Units gained by this are immediately placed onto the trading post. Essentially, say a player had a swamp that gains a unit upon a monster's death. The trading post on your ally side of the board would also gain a unit. Of course, while this was kind of a fix for the previous version of the card, it ended up being more of a complication. Instead of solving any problems, actually led to more issues. A lot of these stemmed from poor wording on the card, which left certain interactions open to interpretation and causing different edge cases to pop up. For instance, what if the player with the bridge had a trading post on their side of the board rather than their ally? There was nothing stating that the bridge had to be on the ally side of the board, so if you had one, would you end up gaining double units? Or take the fortress card. If the card had the right number of units on it, it allowed your heroes to gain units when they attacked. Which begs the question, would the trading post also gain those units, even though this card was meant for only heroes to gain them? And probably a more game-breaking example, the Elvish Archer. With a proper number of units, it could attack 2 monsters for the cost of 1. This effect was meant strictly for the Archer. So did a bridge do nothing? Or worse, did it break the game and allow all heroes to attack 2 monsters as well? Now you might be thinking, why not just reword bridge and fix the problems? Well, by this point, we were running out of room on the cards and didn't really want to keep just adding exceptions to make it function properly. So instead, we decided to change the game entirely. which sounds drastic for just one card out of 40. However, the real reason for this was that it highlighted a greater issue with the game as a whole. The problem was that activated effects needed to be categorized more clearly. At the time, there were two main types of activated effects. One type required a certain number of units on the card to trigger an effect, while the other type was triggered by a specific event happening in the game. So the solution was to split these effects into two different types: unit effects and triggered effects. From there, we meticulously went through every single card and reworked them to fit these new effects. While this change was a good idea, it actually didn't fix any of our problems and ended up creating new ones. Let me explain. The new version of the bridge base effect was written like this: if the structure you control has an activated unit effect, those effects also apply to your allies. Now, take note, it specifically says structure. This was our easy way to avoid the issue we were facing with cards like Elvish Archer and Cleric. I'll explain it in a minute. And the unit effect stated, if an ally's triggered effect occurs, you also gain that effect. Any units gained are placed on the bridge. This was an attempt to maintain the unit synergy and identity with less wording. While it did remove the synergy it had with Trading Post, this was a worthwhile trade-off for the new simplicity. It also shifted the benefit more toward the player with the bridge rather than their ally, which in hindsight I didn't really like because it went against the original supportive nature of the card. But despite that, it ended up being one of the most powerful and broken effects in the entire game. This is because during this update, many of the God cards, the cards that define the player's playstyle, along with providing hugely beneficial effects, were shifted to triggered effects as well. This meant simply having a bridge on the board meant the bridge had the power of a god itself.
Thinking about it now,
if that statement didn't make it clear already, it
might make sense for me to wait on the whole
the bridge's effect was
color palette challenge thing until I come out with my next video, because I literally haven't even started it yet, and I have like a week to do it. And I want to participate in the challenge as well, so yeah, I feel like I won't be able to participate if I do it now. So maybe that will be a slightly later thing. I don't know. Like next week kind of deal, or like the week after. I don't know. I don't know anymore. I'm just wondering how close I should put these to the whole play area. I think probably lower, like this. Just to give more room to play. I thought I didn't unmute myself. I'm like, how come nobody's told me? Let's look at Tabletop Simulator again. Oh, no. I don't know. Maybe I could leave it. Maybe I don't. I don't know. Let's do a guide layout real quick. New guides. I hate that I do that every time, I swear. Guide layout, not guide. Okay. I kind of figured I wasn't, this wasn't. Actually, that's almost perfectly on that line, which is fun. I do need to move these down though. These should be like here. The wood is not on any sort of whatever. Okay. moving on. Y'all, I'm tired. I'm a sleepy boy. Okay, corruption's definitely not gonna fit though, right? It's gonna have to be smaller. That's all it is. How it's gotta be. How it's gonna be when you don't know me anymore. Now the real question is, where did I put? Oh, well, here it is. Never mind. Like, where did I put these icons? We'll have to get rid of. Why is this so huge? What? Oh, it's not. That's weird. Well, it's kind of. I don't know. Whatever. Is the damage card in here? It is. I like how this is just the defeated effect icon from armies, just kind of made to look slightly scarier. And the corruption icon is just the plasma icon and the like whatever the heart icon is from Soul put together. I just keep reusing my own stuff. Okay. Now all we have left is the event one. I guess maybe we should take these and put them more on this line here. And then these maybe go up just a smidge. There. Okay. Last one's the events. And then here. Now let's call items. Items. I wonder if I should call it gear instead of items. Although I think people might get gears confused with tools. It's probably fine to leave it as is, but this one maybe can come over here just visually weight-wise because it's turned sideways. I don't know. Just kind of feels like it's too close to the other side, but we'll see. I might copy this size font instead. Oh, wait. Problem is, it's not a size of font. I did the thing. Yeah, whatever. That'll be fine. What event icon should I use? Maybe I kind of want to say the Iron Reaper. I feel like it feels the most like instantly gives you that sort of cowboy vibe. Iron Reaper. Wait, do I still? Oh no, I don't. I was wondering if I still had the old God, he got some of the sketch under him, which is funny. I wonder if I have the old art for the Iron Reaper. It was not good. I just do this. Yeah, probably. I hate when it resets my freaking presets. It's so annoying. Okay. Thoughts? How do we feel about it? Good, bad, ugly? Maybe lower it by like 50%. I don't know exactly how we would change this in like a playmat format, but I mean, probably basically be the same thing, except kind of a you know, this sort of format, right? And then just get rid of the get rid of that. How big are playmats? Trading card game playmat size. I mean, it's like a big mouse pad, right? 24 by 14. What resolution is this? Image size in inches. The Toonster is back. Sup, Toonster? I was tuning around. I missed you. What do we think? Do we like it? It feels a little barren up atop, but I feel like it just kind of makes sense, but I don't know how else I would do it, you know? I could keep these. No, I think 50% looks nice. This is the board layout. Yeah, I just added all of these icons here. I figured I'd just do something productive. Something I need to do, and I kind of was still unsure about everything else, so. What's that on the left? Those are the events. So those are the, are these cards. Events. Corruption, damage. Rations, tools, weapons. And I did the dice rolls underneath that. I don't know. It feels like there should be something up here, like up top, but I don't know what would go there, you know? Hello, tuna. Is that how I was supposed to say that? I think probably. Can we talk about how I drew this fire? I bring it up every time, but I just keep looking at it and I'm like, that's some good fire right there. You know what I'm saying? Hello, governor. Hello. Sure, or that. Beat him to the punch. Punch him to the beat. Anyway. No. No. I mean, without just like changing. I mean, I think this is it. I think that's all she wrote. I think that's all we really needed to do there. I could probably make it look somewhat different or put something up here, like maybe like a little rules thing or something, but I think it's good. Did another version, but I don't know if I like it. I'm gonna let Hal Acorn sit for now. You share it? No. Stream? You did. Oh, he running. 2.0. God, your You're going for it. Sorry, I'm just looking at your time lapse that... Oh, there we go. I was like, nothing's happening. It's either too much or, I don't know. I think... What do I think? Reference, new image. This. So we got these two. Nope. We got these two from Tebow again. Why is this one so much smaller? Oh, because I copied it wrong, didn't I? Copy image. Oh no, it's just smaller. Just half the size for some reason. I think, this one's just very, I think it's just very saturated is the problem. Everything's like too saturated, potentially. I think there was a charm to him not having feet or like legs in a sense, but I don't know if, you know, it kind of depends on what you're going for. Oh, interesting. They have new filters. Yeah, I think if you desaturate it a little bit, it looks a lot better, right? I think he's just too saturated. Different size. Oh, Lakecorn guy. Yeah, this is Tebow's work. I like your signature on the bottom too, actually. Different size. First one's 1,000 by 1,000, but the original is 200 by 200. Ah, gotcha. Yeah, I think just desaturating a little bit. I mean, you could go with this. I think it's just honestly part of that throws it off is the background being blue and then him just having like an orange glow on him. If he was in like a nice warm environment, it would make more sense. But with him having this sort of glow, it feels a little like there's like out of context, it feels a little weird, I think is the problem in this case. But yeah, I mean, I think he looks cute. I like him. Looks good. Yeah, maybe a little desaturation if he's in like a cool looking environment, right? Then that would be, I would say he would need different lighting on him, but I think it looks good. Tricky tactics, obsessed tuna. Seedling, interesting. It's a little guy. I like your little acorn guy. He's fun. Yeah, nice work, Tebow. I like it. Okay. Okay. I guess we could just get this implemented into game. I think honestly, if we were to do this as a playmat in real life, we just get rid of these and then we just crop it like so, you know. Is that you? It didn't even sound like a meow. It was like. Anyway, that's probably how we would do that. I think actually for now we don't really necessarily need to do much different here, but there it is. I think we're just gonna leave that for now because we'll probably do the whole update at once, but we can save this for now and then probably export it as a PNG. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. What do y'all think? Do you like it? Do you hate it? Is it good? Do we need to put more up here, or should we just, because like we could like give it visual balance by moving this stuff up here, but then that means the whole, like, because like the play area right now is like here, right? This is where the play area is. So moving it all visually upward, I feel like would look weird, like would be weird mechanically. He's 3D. Nice, that's actually cool. I don't like the black outline. Yeah, on a warmer background, it does look good. Here, I'm just gonna go like this. Yeah, I like on a warmer background, it feels more correct. On here, it just felt like the lighting wasn't matching the environment, and it felt weird. Obviously, purple still isn't like it's warmer, I guess, than blue, right? It's funny without the outline. Yeah, that's crazy. Nice work, dude. It's so smooth. Smooth. Yeah, okay. Well, I'm gonna live with this. I think it's good enough. What else can you do, you know? Okay. Board 2.1. All right, we have 30 more minutes. You can make something bad for once so you can prove you're not a robot. You tell him, Tuna. Oh, that's interesting. There's a grain filter now. Size. Huge. Roughness. There we go. It's all grainy now. Makes it really interesting. Kind of nice that they put that in there. Useful. Clarity and dehaze. Oh. That's kind of cool. Oh. Whoa. Interesting. New Photoshop filters unlocked. Crazy. Anyway, here we are. Still don't know what photo filter is. Is this like a? Oh, it's just a color filter. Anyway, I'm trying. He's trying to, but he sucks. He's trying to suck, but he keeps pumping out masterpieces instead. Indeed. T-Bow's just killing it. All right, y'all. What are we doing for the last 30 minutes here? I did that. I did the thing. Like it's weird because like I feel like I don't have as much to do with this as I do AE, but I'm also like feel like I don't know what I need to do, you know? Both of these. We could look for fonts for 30 minutes. That would be a super fun activity, wouldn't it? I honestly am so tempted to just... Should we just pretend to make one for a second? I guess if we did make one, we probably would want it to be in Illustrator and not... I don't know how to do that. Vanilla Whale, that's the font. That's what it's called. That's the text font, Vanilla Whale. Tasty, tasty Vanilla Whale. Show the to-do list, please. Oh, sorry. We just did this, so that's done. So we have to operation give a purpose to death. To do that, I think we're just gonna have a blank, I guess, option 2. We add blank cards for corruption. It's been there since the beginning. The whale is behind it all. Tuna, you're delusional. Speaking of delusional, yeah. So yeah, we make the flavor text more readable. We kind of did that a little bit, just a smidge. I still don't know if I bolded this or not. It looks bolder, but I don't know. Maybe we find a different font for that that's like a little less handwritten-y and kind of like it kind of looks italic, you know what I mean? It's got that sort of like tilt to it. Like maybe we could do something that will look a little bit better. I don't know. Like for these smaller cards, or like one where the font's smaller. Like probably the worst one is maybe this. I don't know. The problem is I think my home printer doesn't really do the glow very well because it just kind of bleeds into the, you know, it's not a precise enough printer, so this probably looks okay on whatever. So maybe just making the font scale is perfectly fine. But you call it how you see it, huh? Respect, bro. Honestly, I don't like this being so big either, though. Like, I don't know. I almost just don't. I don't know. What size was it? I guess I could go back to here where I just was. Size 8 font. Is size 8 too small? I mean, maybe we could split the difference and go to like 10. But then it's probably not going to fit on some of these. Yeah, for sure. Okay, I must have somehow bolded. Oh, it is bolded. What? Oh, it has no bold. The PDF exports may look different. Oh, okay. I'm not really exporting in PDF, so it doesn't really matter. It must have been smaller on these then. Okay, so I did make it bold, and the bold might just be slightly better. Bold. I think it was italic, wasn't it? Did I have it italic originally then? I don't think so. Maybe just making it bold is enough. I'm trying to see if I even had it italic before. I don't know. Okay, I hate the outline now on your little guy. Yeah. I like the thicker outline than I do the thinner outline, I think. Maybe triple down, make the outline super thick. Oops. Yeah, they were italic. Yeah, I think just making it bold helps. Okay, I need to actually check one other thing. You look at these cards again. The Bog Beast. Where's the Bog Beast at? There it is. Okay, yeah, just making it bold made the thing a lot bigger. Hi, are you nuzzling my cards? Yes, you're very cute. Mwah. Thank you. Thank you, girl. Okay, well, I don't know. I guess maybe just we'll see if bolding is enough, and then if not, we can maybe try to do it a bit bigger. Maybe I already fixed it slightly too. I feel like Kitten, you're on my okay. Maybe I already made it slightly bigger. I don't know. What's the size of the normal font? Event, not event type. Event 12. Like maybe we could do like a 9 font, just but I guess that won't fix the. I think it's just too much. I just don't want it sticking out. That's the problem. It's kind of like can't see my keyboard because my cat is on my whatever. Flawless Vapor something or other was deleted. Get owned. Get owned by the bot. Gotta go, dinner. Bye. See ya. Probably won't go too much longer, so I don't know if we'll see you afterward, but kind of running out of steam. So this might be done. I can't see my keyboard. No, not voice typing. No. Go away. Control Alt 5, right? Isn't that what it is? Nope. Control Shift 5. Control Alt S. What is strike through? Does anybody know? I knew it. Or is it 8? I don't know. Edit. Control Shift 5 or Shift. Oh, Shift Alt. Shift Alt 5? Oh, weird. Okay. Okay. I don't know, I suppose I could do it not. What if I just get rid of italic? Let's get rid of the italic part. That might also help. Because I don't think that's really necessary. It's already kind of a... Let's do that. And that will probably help about a bit. Oops. Because in theory, italic probably makes it take up a little more space too, because it's leaning. And so that will probably just be a little bit better. And also more readable because it's not like tilted, you know? Okay, Juno, what's your thoughts? You wanted to see the list. What else should I do? I don't know if I really have much to do. Maybe we just chill for 15 minutes or just call it a day. I need to kind of make a better plan on all this kind of stuff. Let me try. I gotta check something here. Right. Okay. Yeah. The no outline looks good, Tebow. I know you're not here anymore, but it does look good. Okay, well, rather than just staring at something, let's just quickly look up what making a font illustrator. Okay, I guess there is just a font maker tool. My biggest thing is like making a grungy font. It's when we play testing. Great question. We got a lot of playtesting to do. We got armies playtesting. We've got Blackridge playtesting. I don't know. Maybe we try for like this weekend or something. I don't know. The problem with Blackridge is you got to get 4 people in, you know? But I don't know. Oh, God. Yeah, we probably should just do some stuff in the server. I mean, I may as well. I'm sure y'all would want to play. Yeah, I assume doing like vectors is going to be my best bet for this kind of thing. I almost wonder if I can just draw in Photoshop and then do something in Illustrator, but I don't know. It's not really like, it's not that I dislike Illustrator, I just don't know it that well. I don't know it well enough. You had enough playtests for the game jam. You just gotta ask guys beforehand. Yeah, for sure. I'm trying to think that through. When should I do that? I really need, honestly, I think today I just really need to figure out what I need to do and then kind of plan that out, because I'm still kind of like getting back into the swing of things after having left for so long. And I just don't, I'm like I'm like reeling. I don't even know what I'm doing right now. Sure, whatever. It's just broken. Which version do you want to play test first, though? One I suggested or the initial idea? I mean, honestly, probably the one you suggested, because it's the most different, I would think. Let's see how it goes. Because it's the one I don't know how it would go the least, right? The other one kind of just works okay, but I'm not sure how fun it would be, whereas yours is more interesting, like more different. Feeling mine's gonna have an issue in the end game. Yeah, maybe. I mean, that's kind of the problem, right? I swear, this guy's mows his lawn like every day. Puts me to shame. Makes me look like a fiend. Anyway, I know you can draw, right? Isn't there a pen tool, curvature tool? I thought Toots was saying something about being able to just use brushes in Illustrator. Oh, it's right, literally right here. Paintbrush. I mean, can we use... We're just learning for a minute here, and then we'll probably call it a day. Ramps up like crazy, so there will need to be a different system for how many corruptions the dead can wager. Yeah, that's the problem with, like, without... I think we might still... Well, I guess the dead can come back to life. That's the thing. That's like the weird part with it. I think there's probably a problem with, like... I don't know. We gotta think that. We'll have to see. Because I think the problem is... I think maybe the biggest problem with yours is that, like, it might mean people will, like, try not to bet. I don't know. It'll be interesting. I don't know. We'll have to see. Other than that, I have faith in it. Also, I feel like it could make it so you can't do anything if you have enough damage. Just not just having the whole inventory filled. Yeah, true. I mean, that's fine. I think if eventually you're dead, that's fine. But I think giving you like a little bit of an extra chance is kind of fun. I don't know. We'll have to see. We're actually probably at the... Oh no, we got 7 minutes. You know, I have a lot more time. Like, I think I'm probably gonna end stream soon, which is good because we're not going like the 5 hours, because I think I'll be able to maybe do some video recording, because I want to record a update video for the massive armies update we did. I think that's going to be my next video, like long form video. We're going to try out sort of slightly more devlog-esque format, but we'll see how it goes. Yeah, how do you change your brushes? View. How do I... Is there a... Windows. Let's see. Brushes? Brushes. Can I import... I would love to import my Photoshop brushes, but I don't know if that's doable. It won't let me do art brush, so I'm wondering if... I wonder if there's a way to do that. Importing Photoshop brushes into Illustrator. Photoshop brushes are raster based and cannot be directly imported as live into vector based Illustrator. Instead, you must convert the brush stroke into a vector image. Draw the stroke in Photoshop, paste into Illustrator. Drag the brushes to a panel. Create new art, scatter brush. Okay, so yeah, you literally have to you have to create one in Interesting. It works based off of a stroke? I'll have to figure that out. I'm gonna have to research that, because if we can do that, then maybe we can like make a do a font kind of thing. Why is it not? Dude, I don't understand Illustrator like 50% of the time. Like, I click on this brush and it does not switch it. Oh, this one. Okay, I can do that one. Or the other option I could do is maybe yo, Anonymous, what's up, dude? I'm probably going to be closing out stream in just a few minutes, but it's good to have you here. You're streaming? About to not be. Sup, Yui. How you doing? Yeah, probably not gonna be on for much longer. I'm gonna be we're kind of mostly finishing up. Didn't do a whole lot today. Kind of yapped and then did a new board for Blight of Blackridge. Added the icons and stuff. Oh man, yeah. I'm kind of trying to figure out what to do as part of my problem. I'm still trying to get back into the stuff I need to do for Blackridge. Which I think you still are a deer. I thought that was Grot. I thought Grot was a deer. You are a deer. Oh yeah, there's the deer icon. The deer. No, Yui isn't a deer. Yui is the deer, because that's what the icon says. Oh dear. Yeah, I don't know. yeah, we got to decide if you want to be crazy and make a font. It kind of feels like scope creep, but we could do that. More punishing events is probably something we might save for whatever update is after this one, because if we redo the corruption mechanic, that could basically change the balance of the game, and I'm not sure how that will go. The art, I'm kind of like whatever on. Maybe we just do that real quick for because the only one that I think really needs it is the one Adonis designed. the Bloodmoon Beast. I think he needs to be more central here. The problem is his entire face is covered up, and I feel like it just kind of ruins it. You know what I mean? If only I had the owl. It's the cutest. How y'all been? We've been good. I mean, I wasn't streaming for like a week, and then I came back. You missed it. We finished Dispatch. I remember this. Yeah, right? It's been a while. I think he needs to be more central, though. Like, the problem is, like, his face is covered by the art or the text. So I kind of want to move him more central. An owl one. You betrayers. What, for finishing Dispatch? I think that's on you, Yui. You need to show up. You know what I'm saying? I'm just kidding. I kid. And a ram. Ah. You didn't DM me. I'm sorry. You're right. I didn't. He got the good ending, though. I did. I did indeed. Hi. Oh, we're about to hit an ad. Yippee! All right, we're in an ad. We'll do a break and then we'll finish up.
Trading card game, and this card
we'll
right
for a few
here
extra
almost
seconds.
ruined everything.
I'll be right back.
The bridge card was so fundamentally broken across so many versions. Truthfully, I wanted the base effect to be tied to a unit effect. This meant that placing the card wouldn't be enough to access its power. It would need some investment to get going. So I ended up removing the triggered effect from the bridge, deciding a similar ability might find its place on another card down the line. The base effect was then moved to a unit effect, which now required 8 units on it for the effect to activate. And while all might seem fixed, there were still some major issues nagging it. Bridge still only applied to structures to prevent weird interactions with Archer and other heroes, and while at the time it didn't have any weird interactions with structures, it didn't mean it wasn't possible. Not to mention, it would just be cool if it actually was able to interact with heroes as well. What it boiled down to was a problem with unit effects. Some of these applied to the overall game state, which worked great with Bridge. For example, the farm let you play another card, Mage's Tower let you draw an extra card, and Necromancer Altar let hero cards return to your hand upon their death. These all synergized fantastically with Bridge. The other category included effects that only applied to the specific card itself. Elvish Archer was the main one, along with Cleric, which could place more units on cards if it had a sufficient number of units. Unfortunately, these cards didn't interact well with Bridge. So I was faced with two options: design every single card around Bridge, or clearly define what unit effects are and introduce a new type of effect that fit what I needed. I decided to go with the latter, because obviously I didn't want to have to make sure every card worked with Bridge before creating it. So now, unit effects are designed specifically to influence the game state of the board rather than just affecting an individual card. Following that was the introduction of abilities to the game. Abilities are effects that become active on command, usually at a cost of some resource, such as units or cards. I want to add this mechanic to the game anyway, as some cards already had abilities, they just weren't clearly defined, like Mage's Tower. This change allowed me to adjust cards like Elvish Archer to have abilities to let it attack twice at a cost, eliminating concerns about weird bridge interactions. At this point, I thought it was done. And for the longest time, it just worked. In fact, this video was done. I thought I fixed it. But unfortunately with this change, something was lost in the game. And that was that no card could have a unit effect that affected itself, which is pretty obvious with the change I made. But unfortunately, it was pretty limiting and not all unit effects can be turned into abilities. For instance, I wanted Trading Post to have a new effect that allowed it to gain units passively while still keeping its base effect. But unfortunately, there wasn't many ways to do this that hadn't already been done before on other cards. Thankfully, with the help of one of my stream chatters, the solution was found. Just make any unit effect transferred by the bridge apply to the ally's god. It's a card that all other players will always have, so we don't get any weird interactions of not knowing where units are placed, similar to the Butcher example I talked about.
He risked up Blazer so hard, but his romance with Phenomenon was even better. I was like, was it? But well, yeah, I don't know. Toot was so jealous. Was he? I think Tuna's still delusional. Keep getting this trading stocks ad with Cowboys. Interesting. I don't really like the relationship with Blazer, but Phenomenon I can get behind. Why no? I ship Beats and or new ship Beats and Phenomenon question mark? Probably not, but here we are. I probably will play the game again, but probably not on stream. And it'll probably be like a bit. I'll probably wait a while before I do it, but okay, here's the last thing I'm going to do. I'm going to make note of the cards I need to do some art tweaks on. And I would love y'all's opinion on it. But then after that, I am leaving. So clearly Bloodmoon Beast needs to be redone. And by that, I mean, so basically, like, just to show you the art, right? Like, he needs to be moved to the center of the card, right? Wait, guys, yes. Do you watch the new episode of Amazing Digital Circus? You have to ask Grot about that. I have not started it yet. So yeah, Bloodmoon Beast. These are fine. These all are readable. Gorge Beast is fine. Dust Devil. See, like, the thing is, like, I kind of like the composition on the side, but maybe Dust Devil. Maybe we'll, like, try it and see what it looks like. Yes. You did. Blah, blah, blah. So epic. You need to get on episode 9. Will be the last. Or get... Oh, yeah. I will miss... Beep. Sorry, I will miss... There you go. I'm mad at... The Hellhound maybe can move up a little bit. Thank you for the beats for the drag. Not him. He deserved it. I mean, I don't know, guys. What do you think? Do you think these need to be like, do I need to change the backgrounds on these so they're like more visible, or do we just kind of concede that the text is over the art because that's how the cards are laid out, right? Like, you can tell this is a scary dog, right? I think there's some like this one definitely needs to be done because the entire monster is covered up by the text. But like here, do I really need to move this around to make it look like more centered? Like maybe move him up so like the eyes are a little higher, or like the tumbleweed terror so it's not in its face. Just an innocent boy. No one asked to be. Yes, the animal's obvious. It looks cool like that. with the text over the card, like the text over here. Like my worry is like it says kill the creature, it's on here, right? Like again, like this one, right? Is completely over it. Like which ones is it too much on, right? Like the Dust Devil, you don't see like all of its evil, creepy face and eyes and stuff. I think it's all right. Okay. Like I'm wondering what of these makes sense to like scooch over a smidge or something. I do like the sort of like on a side justification of the thing. The plant thing is bad, redo it. What plant thing? Dust Devil, bring it down. I'd probably bring it over. Oh, you mean the Bloodmoon Beast? Yeah. He that one needs to move over. Dust Devil could probably move over so its eye isn't covered. Tumbleweed Terror, I don't know. He doesn't even have eyes, so it's not the worst that it's like covering it, but helps reinforce the aesthetic. These are the backdrops by shadows. They can be obscured. Yeah, but like I think there's like important details that you maybe shouldn't obscure. You know what I mean? Maybe we can just tweak them a little bit, right? It's not going to be that big of a deal. And see how it looks. If we can't do it better, then we'll just leave it. But Railroad Wraith, I would like to redo, but I don't know how. It's too big to fit unless we move it all the way to the other side. But then we have to draw a lot more card. But maybe that's okay. For reference, this is what it looks like. Like, I think getting its face in would probably be good. The old Railroad Wraith. If I see a reply to this message, will be filled with lots of rage. I'm just not going to read it because I know it's spoilers or something. So I'm not going to worry about it. Greenmauer Ghoul, I think, is fine. I don't think we need to worry about that one. Aractus Scourge. He's probably fine, I think. It's a scorpion, you can tell. This guy's fine. She's fine. Okay. I mean, the Aractus we can maybe move a little bit. Read, I have no mouth, I must scream. You'll see what I mean. It's only 9 pages. I think you need to calm down. I need you to breathe. Oh, did you finally find the caps lock button? Grot told me this too. It's wild. Okay, anyway, I guess we could take a quick look at the player deck. I think the player deck doesn't matter so much because they're not characters, they're items, right? Like we can tell these are dice, we can tell this is a tomahawk. I don't think many of the player cards are like, man, you're obscuring this thing, I can't tell what it is. It's different when it's a character, you know, at least a little bit in my mind. Okay, so next time we will do a little bit of art tweaks on these guys and maybe tackle some more of this design. I'll try to look at what it would take to make a font. I don't know if that's, again, I don't know if that's overkill. What do y'all think? Do you think that's overkill? It's probably overkill. But like, we need a non-trademarked font that looks kind of like this one, you know? Like a sort of grungy, bold font is what we're really looking for. That's clean enough to read. We could leave this. I just don't know what the rights usage on the font is. So it's kind of a little bit iffy, you know? I guarantee if you just ping Raw on Discord and be like, say anything about Digital Circus and he'll appear out of nowhere. Oh my god, I can't even read it. There's so much caps. They hate me for telling the truth. Justice for our boy. I'm exaggerating. Don't beat me up. At Grot. Deka. I mean, he's not in the well, maybe is he on? Let's see. Let's see if Grot, let's see if we can tell if Grot is actually lurking. Oh wait, sorry, I thought he appeared. He's not here, so he won't show up on Twitch. Testing the ancient ritual, true. Anyway, I think that's probably about it for me. I already went like an extra 20 minutes than I needed to. Did I miss a push-up thing from Toot? I may have. I don't know. Anyway, my notifications weren't working. I think they should be back to working next time, but all right, yeah, we'll do I gotta I think today for me it's just really figuring out what I need to do, and once I figure that out, we can kind of get some of these things started. Again, can you not attack me? Can you not? I would like my life, thank you. Yeah, so expect probably me talking about setting up playtest for Blight of Blackridge sometime in the coming week. I'm here. Just look through the messages. But you'll probably just have to talk on Discord because I'm probably ending stream. So quick catch up and then and then go back to Discord. No, Yui message on Discord. I knew you'd show up if that happened. Anyway, yeah, I'll probably be doing we'll probably be talking about Blackridge playtest. I'll talk to you guys about the I gotta figure out when we can do the color palette challenge. Again, I think I might give myself a week so I can get this next video out, and then yeah, I think that's everything. So yeah, down for a playtest we need. I will definitely let you know. Oh, and then also tomorrow, it'll be late, but I will be doing a playtest with Hellfire again on what's it called? Tomorrow at like 7 p.m. my time, which is gonna be pretty late for y'all, but yeah, be sure to watch a VOD if you're worried about your streak. What are you doing? Are you biting your toes? What are you biting your toes for? Anyway, Burbs. You watch Murder Drones. Y'all are just talking about, okay, yeah, cool. Anyway, Beats, I will always come live. Okay, cool. Thank you for stream. Thank you for being here, everyone. I very much appreciate it. I'm gonna go find someone to raid. Let's show my face. Do it. Do it. Bye, Yui. All right, who are we? Goodbye, everyone. Who does raid? Who does we raid? Anyone got any suggestions? I feel like I don't have anyone to raid. Sorry, we're doing a quick search. Yes. You do have someone to raid? Hillfort Games. Okay. It would help if I could type. Software and game development. We're down for that. All right, YOLO, let's do it. All right, y'all. Away we go. I will see you all. These the game he's working on is cool. Nice. I mean, yeah, it looks cool. It's kind of cool art style at the very least, from what I can see right now. But yeah. Anyway, I will see you all tomorrow, actually. Well, if you're there, I'll see you tomorrow. We'll be doing playtest with Hellfire, and then I'll also be live Thursday, where we'll probably be working more on Blackridge. I gotta figure out what we're doing this weekend. Maybe more chat does D&D. You let me know. I don't know. I'll catch the stream early next time. Deal. All right. Anyway, see y'all later, and have a good rest of your day. Bye. Bye.
This is great. And then you'll suddenly get another idea that